All right, people, welcome to the first episode of Unfiltered Facts. I am your host. You know who I am, the best fake doctor in social media, Dr. Julio. Remember, it's just a nickname, folks. Relax. I am joined today by two friends that I made in DC.
Yay.
Introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Krys.gorg.
And I'm Diamond.
Okay, and what is y'all's Instagrams so that way people know where to follow you?
Mine is Krys, KRYS.GORG.
And my Instagram it's _diamond with 2 I's in diamond.
So in the midst of our conversation that we were having in DC, we talked about a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we learned was that we were all from Clubhouse.
Mm-hmm.
So, how they didn't bump into my rooms, and I've been doing it for 5 years, I don't understand, but that's a whole nother story. We're going to get there. And have y'all seen some of the statistics going around recently? Like the birth rate has been declining. Mm-hmm. There are men in our generation now and even younger, more of them are single now than at any point for the most part in history. And they're saying, oh, we're single and we're happy. And women are saying they're done with men. So my question is, and I was talking about this with some friends this morning, I think what has happened is that women have turned love into a business. I've heard that from a lot of people, and they've turned marriage into a business. What are y'all's thoughts on that? Let's start the conversation from that perspective.
Well, marriage has always been a business. That has been like the purpose of marriage. Like the two nations come together, become one. Marriage has always been a business. As far as now's relationship, like in 2025, everybody is selling it, basically. That's what you're trying to say? Everybody's selling it?
I mean, since you went ahead and made it like to that point.
Everybody has a price.
To
sum it up, everybody has a price. And it's because you guys have shown that I might as well get something out of this.
What do you mean are you saying that we as men have shown this?
Yes, men have shown women over generations that we might as well get something out of it financially, I guess is what everybody's getting out of it now. Or material things, right. You might as well get something else besides a baby, some disease that you can't get rid of, and heartbreak.
So, okay, but now let me play devil's advocate deliberately for this first episode. How much of that is y'all's responsibility? Because everybody's seen my content where I hold men accountable, right? So I'm going to deliberately play devil's advocate here. Y'all as women should set the standard for the kind of men you allow in your lives or the times that you open your legs.
I
agree. So if everyone is selling it, how much of the role do you guys play? Because ain't nobody, unless you're doing something to a woman that you should not do, which is, raping her or something like that, ain't none of y'all doing nothing y'all don't want to do. So then how is it? And the narrative that I want y'all to address is this. A lot of times what people say about men and women from a relationship standpoint is men control access to relationships, but women control access to sex. So if you're saying that today's men are more sexually, that's the thing that they're more concerned with than actually building relationships, the question is, whose fault is that? Because what I would say is, and what I've heard men say, is that many women are not bringing enough to the table. I'm sure I know y'all have heard that.
No, men just want you to be the man now in the relationship.
I'm sorry, what?
That's the truth.
What?
They want you to be the provider. They want you to...
They want the woman to be the provider.
Yes, they're grown up seeing their grandmama struggle, their auntie, their mama, everybody. Now they think Krys is going to struggle too. I'm not struggling with you, baby. I'm going to do it by myself.
Or they just know that you're not going to struggle, so they live off of you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right. So why are y'all letting men be bums off of y'all's?
Not y'all.
I'm saying. You see how quick they other themselves, right? Y'all saw that. They other themselves quick as hell. Y'all seen that. So she said, but not me. So,
not me.
So then why
when
y'all
got there, I got a divorce.
Okay. So then the question becomes, why y'all ain't having these conversations with y'all sisters that are letting these bums sit on their couch and give them nothing but the thing between their legs?
Some of them are okay with that.
Yeah, some girls like taking care of men.
Yeah. Like some people, like they
enjoy it.
What causes that?
Separation.
No,
anxiety.
I mean really. Separation.
She being messy.
I'm sure she
is.
That's what I've heard anyways.
That's what you've heard.
Mm-hmm. Like some girls are too afraid to be alone. Well, people in general. Men do it too. Everybody does it. But some people are too afraid to be alone. So like they settle. Yeah, and they settle for what they wouldn't originally settled for, but it's like, I don't want to be alone. So let me just pay his whatever, or get him this, or do this for him, or let him do this.
Let me buy him a PS5.
Let me buy him a PS5.
250,000 VC for 2K.
I'm taking care of him.
Mind you, there's nothing with buying your man things, but you're buying things or taking care of men that's never done anything for you. That's the problem. It's not that you're helping someone that you're in a relationship with out. It's that half the time, majority of the time, you guys are not even with this man.
Mm-hmm.
But that, wait a minute, elaborate.
That's not your man.
So
you're sharing him.
So he the one for the streets. But okay, you said he shares them. Now let me again to play devil's advocate. So y'all don't kill me on TikTok. I'm doing this on purpose. Okay, I'm trying to have a good conversation.
Oh, yeah, I've seen.
So what you seen? What have you seen?
They be coming for Austin.
They try to, but I mean, hey, I'm built for it. The real is real. But but this would be the flip side of that argument. If you're taking care of me as a man, that means that you're okay being an alpha woman. And many women today y'all enjoy being alpha women. I would actually make the argument that many women have just adapted to being alphas because they don't trust men. They don't trust it. So y'all have sort of done this sort of reverse engineering where now y'all just see us for our sexual prowess or the lack thereof. Because from what I heard,
the script has flipped. Like what you were doing to us, we're now doing to you. Because for the most part, when a girl's being a good girl, you see that they like hoes. So why am I being a good girl when y'all like hoes?
Is it no? Is it that they don't like hoes? No.
Yeah,
I'm not letting you say that, Krystal. No, they like sleeping with hoes, but they like marrying. They like marrying a good woman. Because let's be clear, I don't give a damn.
More hoes are married than good women.
Like, what you mean?
More hoes are married than good women. There's more strippers or ex-strippers or ex-prostitutes.
If they ex-strippers or ex-prostitutes, that means they retired from the game.
But they retired when they got married.
What you mean?
He retired her. It's not like she retired and then found him, in her next career.
True.
No, she found him in that same whole-ass career.
Wait a minute.
And now she has a whole man.
So y'all telling me that these women, there are women out here that are in the club, shaking their ass,
first of all, you know where I work. So yeah. Absolutely right. Do you hear? They're in the club looking for love.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. She just fucked me up with that. I have no response because I do know where she works. I've been there. Okay, I've seen it
for love.
I wouldn't be caught dead finding a wife. By hell,
right.
No, beat it.
They come in there and they find wives, and those girls. A lot of times, those girls get taken out of the club. They go. They're put up.
But that's not But see, going back to the first thing that I said, that's not a love relationship, though, is it?
No,
because that's a business. What you mean?
Some of them stay in love.
Money.
I mean, they're married. Some of them people get married, have kids.
Like they break their whole life. That's love.
You could never in a million years convince me that a woman that lived that lifestyle for so long. Because let's be honest, women, some y'all stay in the strip club, not y'all, but women stay in the strip. They be in there for they damn near could get the gold watch out that motherfucker by the time they done. Walk in when you're 18 and you still in that bitch at 30.
Yeah.
I don't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's not
the money's fast. That's what it is. The money be fucking them up.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like the women that are in the club that are doing that, their relationship is built off the premise of the love of money. Which to me, for those of us that are Christian, which I think all of us are in this room, the love of money is the root of all evil, right?
Yeah.
So doesn't that do a disservice to women that just pull a husband from that sort of a fee? Because let's be honest, one of the reasons that I don't, you'll never really catch me in strip clubs for because it's the selling of a fantasy, right? And strippers, that they're fantastic at it. They're great con artists. Yeah. But we're signing up for the con. Like that's what you're doing as a man when you go in the club. You know these women don't love you.
When you walk in there.
They don't love you. I walk in it. One of the reasons my homeboys always laugh at me. They're like, Austin, everywhere you go, you wear a suit. I'm like, yeah. Walk in the club with a suit on because you can think I got money in my pocket, but understand it will not get spent on you. I'm gonna watch
in my pocket.
It's gonna stay in the pocket, But I think that's something that people don't pay enough attention to. Like, do you think that in our generation, relationships have just defaulted to business over actual investment in the other person? Because I know y'all know what the 80-20 rule is, for example, right? In most marriages, most situations, you get 80% of what you need. Mm-hmm. I don't even think it's that shit no more. I feel like it ain't even 70-30, 60-40.
I feel like it is. I feel like the internet is not a real place. So you got to remember that. The internet is not a real place. In the real world, people are still looking for like real relationships and real love. Like, a lot of things on the internet is just trends. Like, they're following whatever Cardi B says or Nicki Minaj says or Glorilla says, whoever is rapping at that moment, whatever the song says at that moment. That's what they're doing.
I like that point, but then I would raise this. I think it's like 33% of black men are married in this country right now, and only 25% of black women are. And when you look at the shit that Cardi B and them are saying, I don't cook, I don't clean, let me tell you, I got this ring. Seriously, these are women that promote City Girl Summer and all of the bullshit. No, while being married themselves, because Klay Thompson got Meg Thee Stallion, so that's a win for the light skins for sure. I saw that. I peeped that. Good shit, Clay. But I'm just saying. That's a win. In my book, that's a win.
Okay.
So, but these are women that are very successful, but even they are looking for marriage. Whereas the average woman is more likely to just be somebody's baby mama versus somebody's wife. And that's more so by deliberate choice now. Everybody doesn't have the narrative of I'm looking for a husband. We got married. Things don't work out. And that's the same for men and women. I have a child out of wedlock, wanted to get married. So I'm just as much a statistic as anybody else. But the difference is what I've noticed is that we continue to perpetuate that. Like by the time a black man reaches age 40, he has about 2.4 kids, and a black woman has like 2.1 or something around there. How do we fix that? What does it look like to fix the relationship problem in this country? That would be my question.
To fix.
See that? You see how quickly I got them speechless? So when you want a solution, you see that?
To fix?
What would it take to fix it?
I mean,
I feel like there's too many different
variations of like what can be done. Like, I mean, it depends on, I guess, what you want out of a relationship. Like what do you mean? Like,
well, that's what I mean. To most women today, I feel like to most women, it's money. To most men,
that's what
it's sex.
saying.
Well, most women today are just really like, that's just generation stuff. Like, for generations, we've seen women get tore to the ground for absolutely nothing.
Money?
And yeah, what is want money?
What you mean?
To take care of stuff?
Yeah, like what is want money?
Hold on,
like
watch
we're
this.
Together.
Like what money?
Okay, watch this. I'll answer both of those questions really quick. So to want money, and again, I'm taking the side of men in this conversation who have said this. The average income in this country for a black man is like $50,000 a year. The average income of a black woman is like $46,000. If you go on these podcasts, these other ones, not our show, because we're gonna give the facts, but if you go on these other podcasts, I've seen women say if he can't pay 100% of my bills and pay for my nails and pay for XYZ, he's not the man for me. Do you know that most Americans are one paycheck away from a serious financial crisis, but there's such a financial burden that women are putting on us as men? So you want me to break my shoulders and break my back for you for what? That thing between your legs, which I'm going to get tired of after about a month and a half or 2 months when the newness wears off? Like I'm saying, that's not what mine. That's the.
I've never heard that before, but okay, keep going.
No, that's
we're listening.
I'm telling you from a realistic. No, I'm saying from a realistic perspective, right? Mm-hmm. From a realistic perspective, sex only goes so far. Sure. At some point,
sure.
I don't care what nobody says. At some point, that shit will. That's
not
gonna cut it. Who's easy?
Men. Shit. Y'all are easy.
Not when there's money involved.
Yes, it is.
But especially
if this the spinners. The spinners are easy.
Okay, tricks don't count. All right.
No, not tricks. There's a difference.
What's the difference?
Well, a trick is I don't really gotta do that. I just need that money. Blah blah. Whatever. A spinner, I might like you, and you still give me money. You still take care of me. Things like that.
Mm-hmm. So what y'all think? What is the amount of provision if you had to put a percentage on it? What's the amount that y'all would look for in a stable relationship, in a marriage? Let's say
in my marriage.
If you were married, I know you were married previously.
Yeah.
What does that splitting of bills look like? And then Diamond, I'll give you a chance to give us your number.
It would look like pay something.
I don't have a number, but for me, I already provide everything for myself. So like you're coming in, what are you doing for me? Type.
Yeah, like what else?
The same thing, like what I bring to the table, but what are you doing for me? Because when you're not here, I am the table and I provide for myself.
You remember when did y'all ever see that clip of Tyler Perry when he said if a woman is married and all he can pay is the light bill, that's fine?
It's not, but I'm just saying.
Light bill is only $100.
But remember, that's what he said. I didn't say. I would have never said.
Wait, a woman?
He said if a woman is married to a man and the man doesn't make as much money as a woman, and if all you can pay is the light bill, that's
like if
fine.
A man can only pay
the man could only pay the light bill.
Well, that would work for some people in their marriage. That will never work for me. But
she said it with a quickness and such a sharpness in the tone.
Just so we're aware.
But okay, right. So that's what I'm asking is...
A man can make $100. Men can make more like money faster or easier than women. If it don't have to do selling pussy. You know,
No, you say, no. Say what you say. No, because if they selling the... Yeah, right. Because
if that's not involved,
because you know that's where I was finna go.
Right.
Because I'm about to say, I done seen some 22 and 23-year-old women on OnlyFans that pulling in about $50,000 a month. I've seen that. So no, I would argue that women, although it requires some soul compromising, you can make more faster money than men now. Now, obviously, again, you run into the situation or the question of, would a man want to do that? Would you want to marry a woman that had that past and had that? That's a problem. But I think that for me, one of the biggest issues in dating that I've seen is there is a serious disconnect between actually wanting to develop an emotional connection with somebody.
Right.
It's a serious disconnect. What do y'all think caused that? Like, where do y'all think, just from y'all's experience, and what have y'all in dating, what have y'all seen? Because obviously we're gonna have two different perspectives. You know, y'all being women that I'm sure y'all's DMs are full. You know, every
with a bunch of bullshit. Yeah. The connection is, I feel like maybe, I don't think we're talking to each other, maybe. I think that's probably what it is. It's like, or we'll state what we want out of a relationship at like the beginning. And then as it goes on, it's like, you don't want that anymore, but no one is saying that that's not what they want anymore. So I don't feel like anyone is communicating. For me, communication yes. For sure.
For sure.
What do you think, kind of, I remember a conversation I was having with a friend of mine a long time ago. They said that they feel like most men are not even able to express themselves properly in communication. The only emotion men are allowed to express is anger and that kind of thing. How much of that have you all noticed in y'all's dating lives, respectively? How much, like, how strong has y'all's communication skills been? Because obviously y'all can communicate. Y'all are sitting here on a damn podcast. That's obvious. But what is that like? What has that been like in y'all's lives in terms of y'all's ability to sit down and have? My daddy used to say this: if you can sit down with somebody and go on a date with them, and all that happens is a conversation and nothing else has to happen after that, that's the foundation of a good relationship. How often have you guys experienced something like that?
I mean, I can go sit down and have the conversation, but are we gonna go on a date too? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, both.
Yeah, no. The conversation it's not really there. Like, there's nothing to really talk about. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I'm asking, what are the conversations that men are having with you guys as they're trying to court you and all that? Is it just, I'm trying to, right.
I think they just feed you what you want to hear.
I was going to say that too.
They try to see what type of girl you are, and then they feed you what you want to hear. Basically.
Yeah. I'll go in and be like, okay, this is what I want in a relationship. As far as I do want to be married again, I do want to have more children. You know, I want to make sure that we go to church together. Like, I tell them these things, and then we'll talk for a while, and then I'll hear, oh, I don't want to have any more kids, or I don't plan on being married. But when we first got together, I told you what I wanted and you agreed to it, or you said, yeah, I can see that, or whatever. Now that it's been a couple months in, now you're switching it. But you don't think I peeped that you said that. So now it's just like, I'm not even. So you're saying men are straight
up and down. They just straight up switching what they were saying in the midst of y'all developing an actual relationship.
Like, that would be like within a 3-week, 4-week period. So like, you tell me something day one, by the end of the month, you're not even agreeing to whatever you said. And then I'm not gonna tell you, oh, you said this and that. I'm just gonna stop talking to you.
And also for me, I feel like people approach me a certain way because of how I look, but my like mindset and what I live by is a different way. So like, they'll come like off fast. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, approach like aggressive, or like off rip wanting to fuck. And then,
I don't know why she took her as long to say it. I know that shit gonna go viral, Jack. She don't even. She want to talk that shit, but she don't really want to talk that
shit. But and then they realize like I'm not that girl. I just look like that girl. And then
she said I might look the part. I don't play the part, nigga. That's what. Oh well, I mean that's understandable.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's an interesting section of the conversation that's not really had, because that you just tapped into something really interesting, which is perception and approach.
Yeah.
You know, how you look does that, and obviously you just said in your case it does impact the way that men approach you. What do you do, if anything, to alter or try to alter the way that, like the standard, if you will, that you set for how men should approach you? Or is that ever something that you just don't even consciously think about anymore because you've gotten so used to them trying to be aggressive in one fashion?
It'd be a mix, honestly. So it's not like every time, but I don't care, you know? Like, I know, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I don't care. It doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's gonna happen. It happens majority of the time I go outside, as far as men talking to me, bothering me. I either entertain it or I don't.
Yeah. So it's not like
an issue. I don't know how to explain it.
It's not even something that you constantly
a lot of
about.
times men are not like that aggressive with me.
It's not aggressive like, come here. Like,
like it's not
right, not that. Yeah, I understand.
Aggressive. It's just like, I have a man, or I'd be like, I have a man. I could be your friend. I don't want to be your friend.
Yeah.
Well, let me follow you on Instagram.
Like,
I don't have Instagram. Well, you don't text. Like, they just don't let it.
They just real pushy.
Yeah, that's how it is.
They see something that look good and like, let me use
I'm gonna try every way. I'm gonna fit in where I get in.
And so when you know, looking at all of that, what do you think it would take to increase the marriage rates and to increase actual stable relationships in the Black community, where because, you know, the average marriage, I think, only lasts like 7 years, between 5 to 7 years now in our community. And we have like an 80% something divorce rate. What do y'all think?
Shit.
Yes, 80%. I'm sorry, no. 80% of Black marriages do end in divorce that are initiated by, and 50% of those are initiated by women. And the top 3 reasons for that are
money
is number 1 or 2. Irreconcilable differences is usually 3, and then infidelity.
That sounds right.
You know, those are always the top 3.
I'm surprised about number 1.
Well, they rotate. If you look at in multiple studies, those top 3 are always the top 3. It's just whatever number they are
for that
time period is one of those. How impactful is something like that in you all's thought process, in terms of, are you vetting men in terms of like what they, obviously you do, in terms of what they say and then they switch up, but is that something that you all have experienced in y'all's lives, where men have actually literally set a standard and maintained it for a while, they kept the word, and they switch up, and then that causes the relationship to fracture? What has been y'all's experience from that perspective?
Yeah, I've dealt with that too.
Exactly that, actually.
Yeah. I think everybody needs to date people they actually like.
I feel like communication is definitely key. Like, I feel like if everyone just acts their age, act grown, and communicate, things would be like more smooth. Like,
and then date what you like. Date your what you like. Date your aesthetic. Date what you're into. You're into horse, so date horse. You're into schoolgirls, so date schoolgirls. Don't date the schoolgirls when you're really into whores. Now you with the schoolgirl, but you cheating on her with all the whores.
And be honest.
Now the schoolgirl's about to change into a whore, even though she's not really a whore. Now her life is fucked up because you liked whores, but you want to date schoolgirls.
Because again, you have to look at it from this perspective. There's a difference between a fun girl and a full-time woman that you want to marry and be with.
There are good girls that have a lot of fun. Okay?
Right. I agree with that.
I ain't never seen them.
You could have a good time. Because
seen them.
So what's a fun girl and what's a whore?
So I'm talking
I
about,
can know the difference.
So this would be my estimation. I don't know, because I only deal with a certain kind of caliber woman. So this is a guesstimation what I'm looking at.
Okay.
You said that men love to cheat with the strippers and all of that, right?
I don't even mean strippers, because strippers.
When I say, I'm talking about women that
just because you're a stripper doesn't mean you're a whore.
Right. Let's say it this way. You're right. Let me rephrase. So actually, we'll cut that part out. When I say men like having fun girls, the fun girl is the one that is willing to quickly give it up if the proper dollar amount is spent. Whether that, because I've had women say, if he buys me a Birkin, he'll get this, and if he takes me to this place, this dinner, I've seen that happen. I've literally seen it happen with my own eyes, right? So which is soft or mid-tier prostitution, however you want to fucking term it. I've seen that happen. Men don't mind. I heard men say this. Let's just cut to the chase. Let's skip the bullshit. You know what I want. You know, I know what you want. That to them is fun because they're tricking. And the goal, it's the instant gratification shit.
Because you're just going straight to the point.
You're going straight to the point. I'm trying to...
begging.
No begging. Yeah. No extra conversation. The price is paid.
No
give up the pussy.
Conversation is where it's at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. No extra conversation. The price is paid. Give up the pussy.
You can get that literally from anybody. It just takes time.
But that's what I mean.
I know, but that's what I mean by date who you like, who you actually like. But you don't want to put time into dating who you like. So now you fucking up everybody. Everybody fucking up everybody. The goods and the bads are with the goods and the bads.
So, okay.
The bads and the goods.
Let me throw this out there, though. Let me throw this curveball in the conversation. If you have women that, let's say there's a girl that intellectually, we do like the same stuff. She could be, like, okay, for example, I'll use myself as an example in this instance. I'm a huge video game person, right? I love games, love comic books, that kind of stuff. The girl that could be a perfect match for Austin could very well love all the same stuff, but if she weighs 300 fucking pounds, she weighs 300 pounds, don't want to go to the gym, which I go to the gym at least twice, 3 times a week, don't want to do shit around the house, and to boot, can't cook shit besides chicken Alfredo.
How'd she get 300 pounds?
McDonald's. Chick-fil-A.
Y'all are so funny.
Chick-fil-A. Like,
Chick-fil-A. Fast food girly. Okay.
Fast food girly.
Well, how about this? How about if you had a girl that liked all that, but she looked like a outside girl, you know what I'm saying?
Do you understand how hard that is to find?
You wouldn't approach her because you're thinking, oh, she don't like what I like.
Mm-hmm.
You're judging.
You're damn right we're going to judge. You damn skippy. You damn right we're going to judge. Everybody judges though.
Girl's probably your wife.
Dude.
Bullshit.
She probably your wife.
Because she don't come to you first. That's all.
Fuck that. That's damn near the same thing as saying a woman to get on one knee to propose to me. I look at her so I would look with such disgust. Because think about it.
I would never.
Exactly. That's my point. But even to your point, that just proves that there is a huge disconnect because on average, how many women that look like you guys do you actually think are anime fans or fucking comic book fans, whatever the fuck that men like? How
there's a few of them.
I think that's old. I feel like that way of thinking is old.
A lot of them.
Everybody's into everything right now.
Look on TikTok. They all into it.
Yeah. I feel like that's the old way of thinking. I feel like thinking that you're too good for a certain aesthetic that's
No, not that the man is too good, but that the woman wouldn't pay that man
for
attention.
That or whatever. Or you think that she looks too good. What her aesthetic is too good for you.
Right.
That's
for what he likes.
Right, for what he likes. Right, for what he likes.
That's the old way of thinking. Is what I'm saying. That's the old way of thinking. It's the internet. It's 2025. Everybody has access to everything. You can find an anime that you like, and now you like anime. We watch Arcane. And we grew up on Dragon Ball Z and that bullshit. So like,
hey, that is slander. Do not slander.
I don't mean Dragon Ball Z is bullshit. I mean all the other anime.
Cut the cameras.
I didn't mean Dragon Ball Z. My bad.
Look at this. Look,
my bad.
Hey, y'all look, my bad. I was finna say cut the cameras. We gonna have to talk outside.
Pause. Hold on.
Pause again. No, but that makes sense. I think that's interesting. And so then, if everybody likes everything, how do we then, going back to the previous question, what do you guys think it would take to have everybody that says they want marriage, says they want kids? What do you think that we would actually have to start seeing to get our marriage rates to go from 33% for men to at least 40-50%, where half of our population dies in the abortion clinic. Half of the black population, as of last year, there are more black babies that are terminated. And the reason that happens is, I think the reason many women go to the clinic is because they don't trust the men that they slept with to be decent dads. I think that's really what happens.
And I don't want a kid.
You shouldn't be having sex unprotected if you don't want no children.
Who said it was unprotected? And that, yeah, you're right. That ain't no fun. Sorry.
Y'all heard that shit. She said it ain't no fun. Now look, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, but see that right there? now, nigga. That right there.
I'm gonna end up with the gun.
But you know
that baby is gone.
Right.
Okay?
So you don't want it.
I know I don't want it.
But then the question is, you know you don't want it, why are you doing the things that could prevent it? What this ain't Family Guy. You take what Quagmire say, you take the venom out of a cold.
Let's be real.
What you mean? Let's be real.
We could say that, you're supposed to use protection when you're having sex because you don't want a baby. Which you should. Yeah.
But like you're one person.
You should use protection. You should protect yourself against babies and other things that come with having sex with.
You know we got the highest STI rate per capita in this country.
Yes,
we do. About that. Black folks, we do.
Well, Atlanta too.
Oh, I thought you meant. No, I think it's Houston that has it.
No, I'm talking about as a race. We have it as a race, but Houston is high. Yeah, I think Atlanta is high. Because it's a bunch of nasty niggas around here. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yep.
It's gross. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
And it's nasty women too. So that's smoking. Well, I mean, you got that. I mean, you know. Down low. Keep it on. Yeah, I mean, there's that too, you know.
But yeah, protection is good.
There's who's doing the bending. But
oh God,
I support everyone that uses
protection. Yeah, of course, protect yourself at all times out here.
You should protect yourself, but nobody's doing that. Well, people are not doing that 100% of the time.
If everybody jumps off a cliff, Krystal, are you going to jump?
I'm not doing that 100% of the time.
Diamond, if everybody jumps off the cliff, are you going to jump?
I will definitely watch.
I'll definitely watch. This woman's sick. Oh God, that's funny. That's funny. So,
well, let me not speak for everybody. I'm not doing that 100% of the time. And if one of them times,
not if that's my man. Like,
yeah, if that's my man, I'm not doing that 100% of the time.
Okay, granted, a committed relationship and exclusive relationship is a little bit.
And what place am I in my life? Like, do I want a baby right now? Maybe not.
But then I would say there's a level
that really doesn't have anything to do with him. That could literally just be her. Like me not wanting to have a child doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the man I slept with. It's just I don't want to take care of another person right now. I don't even have it together mentally. I don't have it together financially. I don't have it together.
But I agree. Some people do take advantage of that because I do know some females that.
They just use that as plan B.
Yeah, they'll get it. They'll get it and go fuck again and get pregnant again.
Like that's the interesting part of this is because then the question comes down to what's the limit?
I think you should regulate it if anything.
God damn,
they limit is when they can't get pregnant again.
That's sick.
I'm telling you from the streets.
I have no words for that. I have no words for
that. But because you can get a free abortion. So that's really...
Come again?
You can call I don't know anymore and get... After all that. Well, probably not anymore after, Trump done took it away. But before you could call and say, I don't have any money. And they're like, okay, I can pay. We'll pay it for you. Mm-hmm. And they'll do it. Or they'll be like, how much can you pay? And you're like, okay, I can only pay $200. Mm-hmm. And then so they're like, okay, we're going to give you a coupon for whatever the amount of the rest is.
Like $50.
Something, whatever the rest is. So people were using it as birth control.
Yeah. They're using the fact that there are women using abortion as plan B, and that is
basically
right. I think that undercuts a serious moral and spiritual problem in our community. Seriously,
no, for real.
Because we're the most. No joke. We are the most. And we'll probably have to pick this up in the next episode. We're the most religiously affiliated race still in the United States. Now, we've lost a lot of Christians, people that identify as Christians. But there's a level of, would you guys agree that there's a level of hypocrisy that's practiced in the Black community where we spew out one thing? Dr. King was saying like this: we have a high blood pressure of creeds and an anemia of deeds. We love saying the shit that we believe in, but when it comes time to practice that, a lot of us fall down by the wayside.
Mm-hmm. I could agree with that. That's how I do agree with that. Because Black people protect children, but then they'll protect the pedophile in the family.
Yeah, they protect Uncle so-and-so that been touching little Timmy over there for 10, 20 years.
Uncle so-and-so been touching generations of kids, and they still let him around everybody.
Yeah, and that's where you get into the restructuring of the Black family and the real serious conversations that are going to have to be had if we want to see a strong, because y'all know I want to, put myself in a position to actually try to change the country for the better at some point in the future. Mm-hmm. So one of the things that we're going to have to do is have these hard, really difficult, unfiltered conversations like the one we just had. And I think when that's done properly, I hate to say it, I think women are going to listen first. and then men are going to follow suit. But who do you think right now bears more of the responsibility for fixing the community? If you had to assign it to a gender, if you had to pick between men and women, who do you think has to lead that charge right now, and who's most capable of leading that charge, from y'all's opinion?
I would want men to do it, but I do feel like it's our issue.
I feel like a woman should do it, but men are not going to listen. So a man will have to do it.
I think we're all in agreement, because y'all know what I've been saying on TikTok for years. It's our fault that y'all are even in this position. It's our fault that, in my mind, I think if we provided an example for you guys to trust in full, I think more women would begin to trust men as leaders. We've never had a true patriarch in the Black community anyway. We've had more of an egalitarian society where Black women was never given the luxury of being housewives en masse. That shit was never happening for Black women. Y'all have always worked alongside us. And I think if we changed that, I think we would. It might take us a generation or two, but I think then we would see better results.
I think if also if women understood their power too a little bit more and better, that it can shift. Because like, yes, it is the man's problem or the man's issue, or we need their help, because basically the men is supposed to be like the staple, the foundation of the family.
Yes.
But if other women wasn't sleeping with him, who would he be sleeping with? Hopefully not another man. You know what I mean? Like, if there wasn't someone to help ruin the family, would the family be ruined?
So are you putting blame on the side piece?
I'm putting blame on everybody.
Sometimes it is everyone's fault.
You should not cheat, sir. You know you have a wife at home.
Yes.
You, lady, also know he has a wife at home. So you should not sleep with this man. It's both y'all fault.
I can't argue with that. She has a valid point. But then the last question I would say is, and we'll close it with this little hot button topic, if you will. The last question I would ask you guys is, what do you say to the women that have given up on the idea of marriage? Some of them possibly have given up on the idea of kids, except when a rich man comes along and then they're okay being in the rotation of a rich nigga. Or to quote Kevin Samuels, of a high-value man.
R.I.P. That's probably a prostitute.
But like, they do exchange marriage and stuff.
Yeah. No. He didn't say that.
No, I didn't.
I'm saying, like, why is it not the same?
Because you don't know who you're marrying when you do arranged marriages. That's what you're talking about? Yeah, when you do an arranged marriage, your parents have put that together. That goes back to the business part of marriage.
Business part of it that we talked about earlier. In the beginning.
That right there, you are your own business. Okay, this man has money. Now I know I can X, Y, and Z. Now I want to get married, because if I get divorced, how much money I get after that? I want to have his baby, because child support, how much money I get off of that?
Oh, that's because
she's just prostituting.
Love of money is rule. Yeah, love of money piece. Well, do you think that a lot of women are comfortable out here being low, soft tier prostitutes? If though that is that the title that we would put on? Because I'll say it. I don't give a damn. If you all right being in a nigga's rotation and you don't want to be exclusive with him, that's low key hoeing.
Why? But some people are comfortable like that. Like somebody, maybe she doesn't want a man,
like
her
Neo,
own man.
Neo has multiple women.
You said Neo? I couldn't do that. I don't get.
He has like 4 of them. 4 wives or something like that.
But they're all Neo's girlfriends. Neo don't belong to none of them. They all belong to him. He don't belong to nobody. He can go out and get more girlfriends.
The hell type of King Solomon tier shit is what?
I didn't know that part.
That he's
I didn't know that either.
Shit.
Yeah. I know he had 4 girls. They be at my job.
So they belong to him. So they can't do nothing.
They can't touch nobody else, no other man. But he can go and get another girlfriend. So it could be 10 of them bitches in there, and you still one with Neo. I ain't.
But he's taking care of them.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm saying for them. He's taking care of them. So that's why they okay with it.
You know what?
Then that goes to his thing. They're prostitutes.
That's some hoe shit. That's real deal.
Shit.
That's real deal.
You gonna be offended, baby love? You a hoe?
No, I'm saying if y'all let Trump say what he want to say and he became president, that's some hoe shit.
That's a fact.
That's some hoe shit. I'm gonna say it right here, real on the real. No, well, we have talked for over an hour. I think we've covered
I didn't feel like
a lot. Because you were enjoying the conversation. Yes. That's the point. That's the point. So with that, remind us again, ladies, where can we find you guys?
You can find me on Instagram at its_diamond with 2 I's and diamond.
And you can find me on Instagram as well at Krys.gorg. Krys is KRYS.GORG.
And y'all already know where y'all can find me. TikTok, Real Austin Off Script. YouTube, Austin Off Script. Instagram, the same thing. People, if you've liked this podcast, let us know by following my friends here, who will be our co-hosts, and we will get one. We're going to have an additional rotating guest that we will have 4 microphones, 4 different perspectives, 4 different dialogues. At some point, we're going to have to get Michaela on here when we can get the clearance for that. When we can get the clearance for that, right?
Crazy.
Oh, that's going to be
that's going to be a Patreon episode.
Oh no. That's going off the record.
That cannot be for free.
We'll have a paywall on that motherfucker. That would be uncensored. You understand me?
Uncensored.
So with that being said, people, thank you for watching this. Like, comment, subscribe, share. And as always, till next time, you did.